Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with a collective update temperature check. Okay, just because again I'm feeling the heart chakra really open up. It's like it's just blowing up, right? Just widening up, like a like it's like when you look at the inner part of a tornado, like that funnel part, and that's how the heart chakra has been feeling as of late. You can comment below if you're feeling that energy within your heart chakra and having some energy in your solar plexus as well, moving around, as well as your crown chakra, and like right there, like your third eye, right between the eyes, right? And so before I dive into this temperature check, I want to send love and light to all of you who booked Reiki sessions. That is becoming like the number one item this week or session this week, and I do it very differently than others may conduct their Reiki. So if you would like a session, check out my website www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. It does support with clearing blockages. It does support with your twin flame connection if you are on a twin flame connection or soulmate connection, and it does get you geared right back on the right track to what you're called to, where you're being led to. And I'm really just excited about the feedback from my clients. And also during the sessions, right, I do get intuitive messages. I do get mediumship messages from your passed on loved ones, as well as my client saw today. And again, my gifts are really expanding, and I'm here to support and help you guys out for whatever you may need. Just check out the site or check out my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo. As you know, I have taken a leap on faith, right? Stepped out on faith. And this is what I'm doing full time. So if you guys would like to donate to the channel, book sessions, come into an office visit, that is fine by me. To donate, that information is below. My PayPal information is below. Or you can email me and ask me for my Cash App. That's fine. Or actually follow me on Instagram at Chrissy the Crystal Indigo. It's the same form as an energy exchange donation. So right now, with the way the energies are, I recommend that you guys, get your energy healing, get your Reiki done. Also, check out the crystal packs that'll help you really shield yourself from all of these different, energies that are bombarding you, right? And so, again, I will be announcing shortly the second wave of the spiritual development courses. We have the first semesters at 5, and we have the second semesters at 6. And so that will be happening in 2 weeks. I will post the exact date, and this is for all of you. So if you caught this message and you've been wanting to know how to work your spiritual gifts, wanting to be guided on your life path and purpose mission, email me below. Do not be afraid. We meet Tuesdays and Fridays of every week, and the tuition is only $40 a week, and that's $20 per class, right? So very affordable for you guys, and I did that for a reason. Again, if you would like to donate to the channel, that is accepted as well. So we're going to dive into this collective reading, and I ask Spirit, show us what we need to work on. Show us how we can support our divine counterparts, not just the divine feminine supporting the divine masculine, but the divine masculine supporting the divine feminine. And for all of you who aren't on those journeys, how can we be supported as we get through these shifts, these light codes, these downloads, and as we're furthering entering into the age of Aquarius. And so the first card that has come out, and I am using the Syrian Starseed deck, Syrian Starseed Tarot, and the first card that has come out is the Sage of Orbs. So this talks about air energy. So this is like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And I'm going to hold this card here because it's really important that I read to you the message, because it really resonated, and I know it may resonate with a lot of you guys as well. And so with the Sage card coming out, it talks about the Sage is the ultimate female authority. However, subtly or powerfully, she demonstrates her deep understanding of the suit she represents. So with this Sage, by it being the Sage of Orbs, we're coming at this from the logical standpoint now, right? We're not in our emotions, we're in our head, right? And so it says, some think of her as the great mother or matriarchal leader. Surely she has journeyed far on her path and has accomplished great inner experience, knowing spirit. She has an impressive ability to guide others, healing, teaching, and serving as a guide. The sage is the female counterpart to the master, the yin aspect of his yang. She is a queen, a priestess, a medicine woman, an earth mother. She offers all archetypal figures of those role models of the feminine power, appearing at a time when we are moving into the great cycle of yin vibration as an expression of Gaia's rebirthing into her higher reflection, right? And so it's talking about how we are assisting with this new age of Aquarius energy, and how we are, the healers, the medicine women. We are, the earth mothers, the priestess, right? Queens, that's really taking the lead. And remember how we talk about, you as divine feminine, however you resonate, even if you're not in a twin flame connection, you're still a divine feminine, you taking the lead and really lighting the world up. So this is really beautiful. And it being the Sage of Orbs, this talks about coming at it from an air standpoint, the air element standpoint. So when you think of an air sign, how does an air sign think about things? Logical. They don't just make quick decisions. They really think things over. And now we're in that energy where we shouldn't be acting abruptly and, jumping off the deep end. We really got to maneuver and play our cards right. Think logically, okay? And so the next card out, we have the Tower. And so this talks about, that death and rebirth, like things being torn down to be built back up the right way, right? And so a lot of you in the collective are really going through, the changes, the shifts, etc. And you're like, okay, what is happening with my life right now? Like, what is going on? And again, you have to remind yourself it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And so as you get in alignment, as you raise your vibrations, and that's why I've been telling you guys, you don't have to get Reiki with me, you can get it with someone else, but you're going to see how things start to shift for you. I found out some of my clients haven't even been meditating right. So even during the Reiki session, I was teaching them how to actually meditate the right way so all of their chakras can be in flow, right? So with this Tower, know that everything that has crumbled down, or, haven't been going right, or, things just not adding up, know that everything is going to get into the right vibration for you, okay? And sometimes, we need those Tower moments. Now, the next card we have out, right? So we have past, present, future, reflection, right? So looking in that mirror, and, in the song Michael Jackson, right? Man in the Mirror just came up in my mind when I said that. And so with this reflection, sorry for the glare, guys, I'll hold it this way. So if I can move it right there. All right. So that's the best I can have it for you right there. So with this reflection card, it talks about, in this first cycle of earthly reality, Starseed has learned the essentials of existence and form, the magic of manifesting form, higher self, and the inherent wisdom we bring through our karmic record, the flow of energy in all its boundless expression, right? The importance of structure in the creative stream, spiritual guidance, the giving of oneself to love, the power of right mind over the senses, the meaning of true strength. And it says at the end of this first cycle, right, I through IX, it is time to rest and reflect on all that has been learned. It is time to ruminate on the wisdom of Starseed's passage thus far, to achieve the silence to contemplate such important lessons. Starseed is guided to go into a sort of hermitage, right? And it says, far from the distraction of people and events, and back to the quiet of nature, where the greatest truths lie. At a time when humankind is bombarded with all manner of noise and distraction via our personal interactions, technology, and media, the path of the hermit can be the remedy to restoring peace in the mind and soul. Associated with reflection are the words hermitage, silence, contemplation, meditation, stillness, and peace. When reflection appears in a reading, the querent might consider the following: am I able to silence my mind and reflect on the situation at hand? How am I quieting my mind to contemplate the higher truth? Am I able to be still and listen to my inner voice? Do I need to get away to find the guidance I need in the situation? Have I matured from what I have learned? How am I behaving like a hermit to those who seek my attention or guidance? Right? And so this is really beautiful energy. It's really telling the story of our journey, right? All of us light workers, star seeds, indigos, rainbows, golden children, shaman, earth angels, witches, mystics, magicians, however we resonate, right? And so this is really beautiful. Now we have the overall energy. We have the five of crystals, okay? So we have the five of crystals. And so with the crystals, I believe the crystals are pentacles, but let me make sure so I can, make sure I'm leading you guys on the right path, okay? Because the Starseed deck is very, very different. And I believe so. I believe the crystals are pentacles, but I just want to triple check that. And if you guys are really, yep, I was right. It's the pentacles. Yep. And so if this is resonating with you guys, like, you can check out my calendar on the website and, book a reading if you would like, okay? So I'll turn it this way. There we go. With the five of crystals, okay? And with the five of crystals, it's asking us, and remember, this is the overall energy. Has your pursuit of career, money, and the power it brings stripped you of your spiritual wealth? How do you feel out in the cold, rejected by the community? Have you lost your security? And are you feeling like you have nowhere to turn? Are you an outcast? How can you find your way back to feeling socially accepted and secure in your own strength, right? And here, in the ancient world of Atlantis, a priestess of the sisterhood, the crystal keeper. So some of you guys are the crystalline grid keepers, right? And it says the crystal keepers has been banished, her broken crystals thrown out along with her. Has she misused them in some way? The priestess in the background now initiate another to take her place. What great lesson is she being forced to learn standing alone out in the cold, with her now worthless possessions broken at her feet? To the seeker, this card is the ultimate spirit messenger. The focus on material possession or the misuse of energy and power will easily lead to separation from others and the potential for losing it all anyway, right? It's a warning to us all that only truth, wealth to be gleaned from our passing here is a spiritual abundance of the heart and soul. And so, you know how I communicate with you guys about, be of integrity, like when you do use your spiritual gifts when you're called on your mission, like however it resonates in your everyday life, regardless if it deals with spirituality or if it's just 3D, right? You want to make sure you move on integrity, because just like you've been blessed to have these spiritual gifts, you can also have them taken away, or you can also be punished for using them in the way you shouldn't be using them, right? And so that's so important, that even though you are excited that you're magical, excited that you're bringing this change into the world, sometimes that can get into an ego energy, right? And we think we are above spirit source, divine, God, like we have the power to just change and manipulate. And spirit source divine will show you real quick and sit you down and humble you, right? So this being the overall energy is just bringing you back to the being that you are, how you're meant to shine your light, what you're meant to do here, right? And so that energy is beautiful. If this is your story, you're resonating with it, like, share, comment, subscribe, okay? So we're going to dive into the Mystic Moon Oracle spread, okay? And so with the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle spread, the first card that we have out for Divine Masculine is actually Divine Masculine. So Divine Masculines are really in their Divine Masculine energy, and a lot of you may have felt the energy moving from your left side recently or moving from your right side recently. And what is happening is that your Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energy is balancing itself out, right? And so how do you act when it comes to your inner masculine if you're a divine feminine, and vice versa? If you're divine masculine, how are you tuned into your divine feminine energy? Are you all divine masculine, rah rah rah, or are you able to tap into that soft emotional side as well, right? That nurturing side. And so divine masculine is going through lessons at the moment. So light codes, downloads, seeing visions, getting information from spirit, and they're realizing a lot of things at this point, because a lot of the divine feminines who are in separation to minimal no contact with their divine masculine, they have pulled back their energy, and this has caused the divine masculine to really step back and say, like, okay, what do I need to change about myself, right? So the next card out is mute. They're getting the codes, they're getting the light codes, they're going through this beautiful change within, but they're not communicating that. So for a lot of you in the collective, you may not be, like I said, little to no communication with your divine counterpart, okay? But they're going through this huge change, especially with their third eye. The next card out is Twin Flame. So for a lot of you in the collective, your divine counterpart is starting to understand that this is a twin flame connection. Even though they may not call it that, they might still think, oh my God, that this is my soulmate. Like, some of them are still unaware of this twin flame title unless you've communicated that to them, or, like, you know, gave hints for them to go read about it, etc. But they're realizing this connection is unlike any other connection, okay? And then we have third party, but in reverse, right? And that's how they told me to leave it. And so all of that is coming to a close. The external distractions, you know, people get in the way. However your situation relates to the third party energy, that is coming to a close. Now for divine feminine has stuck energy, because again, divine feminine is knowing what's happening, knowing what needs to be done, and some of them are still in that energy like, I can't leave my divine counterpart behind. I can't leave my divine counterpart behind. You're not leaving your divine counterpart behind. Your divine counterpart is always with you. You know, hold them in that heart space, but you got to get up on your mission and focus on where you're being called to be led. Dive into your spiritual business. Dive into what you're called to do. The next card out is pause. So again, divine feminines are really not moving at this time when it comes to their connection. They're really just was like, you know what, this has gotten way out of control, way out of hand. I need to take a step back for a minute. I need to pause. Like, I need to really just think, you know, what's my next move? My next move needs to be my best move, right? And then we have refocus, right? And so that's what divine feminines are doing, really refocusing their energy, refocusing their mindset, refocusing on what's happening with them in their inner world, right? And getting that in alignment. Then we have devotion, down to the beat. Divine feminine is devoted to this journey, devoted to this path, devoted to his or her purpose, all right? And then we have union, because if you see it again, it's telling a story, right? And so knowing to refocus, you know, knowing to stay devoted to what you're committed in, knowing what you believe, what you and spirit co-create together, this is what's bringing this energy in. And again, some more unions happening with this next full moon coming up, right? So the overall energy, we have contemplation, right? You're thinking, your divine counterparts thinking, soulmates thinking, however you resonate with this reading today, with this video. This is what's happening. Everybody's thinking, right? Nobody's not saying nothing. Everybody's just really weighing their pros, the cons, trying to figure it out. And it's actually a good thing. And under that, we have compromise, right? Let's figure out how we can make this work, how we can have each other's, you know, in each other's lives, right? And so the energy that wanted to show itself, material world. And remember, that's what this 6 of 5 of crystals was talking about. And it's funny because today is April 5th, right? Synchronicity. We have barriers. This was the energy that wanted to show itself. Divine timing, right? We have mask, right? The masks are coming off. Family, unit, bond, right? We have inner child wounds. We have crossroads, like do I go right, do I go left, and signs. So just as you are getting those signs and synchronicities, your divine counterpart is getting those signs and synchronicities as well, okay? Now we're going to dive into the messages your counterpart wants to communicate to you. First one out, trust, okay? And it says, it is safe to trust in this situation. Next card out is obsession. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. So your divine counterpart wants you to just really try to calm your anxiety, really be chill, really take things slow and with the flow. And I get it, divine feminine is like, how much patience you want me to have? Right? Turtle. Like, pick up the pace, right? So this is what your divine counterparts want you to know. Past life love, your soul remembers this intense connection. Now, they may have not, came clean about what they felt when you guys first saw each other. But divine feminine, you knew, you felt it, you heard it in your soul, right? And so they're realizing the same. Then the overall energy is balance, right? We need that balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. And so, again, divine feminine pulls back because we want to see that equal reciprocity, that equal give and take, right? Equal communication. So the energy that wanted to show itself. For some, unavailable. And it says, this person is unable to give all you deserve. Of course, because they have work to do. They're healing. They're going through the change. Decision, right? It's time to decide about this relationship. Chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Marriage, right? Back to that union energy. This relationship is moving toward a sacred union. Okay? Support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. And then this wanted to pop out, warning, don't dismiss the red flags. But I take this to mean trigger, right? So again, when those thoughts get to roaming around in your head and you're doing fine, you're picking up energy, just really stop and acknowledge where it's coming from, okay? Like, why am I all of a sudden feeling this way? Now, the angels and ancestors, okay? So this is what divine masculine need to work on right now. And it says eagle, see from a higher perspective. So get out of that 3D energy so much and look at it from a higher perspective. What does all this mean? Really focus on your third eye being that eye in the middle, right? Use your hawk eye. And then we have Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. So this is for divine feminine. Be graceful in movement and action. Always go the high route, even if you want to rip someone's head off, right? The next card for divine feminine, is Stargazer. Set your sights higher. So focus on the higher mission. Focus on the higher goal, right? If your divine counterpart or your soulmate isn't like picking up what you're stepping in, just really focus on what you know that you need to work on and where you're being led and guided to, right? Stargazer, Starseed, be in your star elemental energy, whether you're Palladian, Arcturian, Syrian, like be in your glory, right? And we have the overall energy, the great teacher, purity, right? And so it talks about learn from spiritual experiences. So this is all, we are all as divine masculine and divine feminines are learning, and we're helping each other grow while teaching each other in the process, right? So we're going to dive into the Starseed Oracle for divine masculine. We have water your garden, okay? Water your garden. And it says nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Okay? And we have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. They're starting to remember this connection, whether they're getting signs and synchronicities, whether they're getting past life visions while they're sleeping, they're starting to remember, which is a beautiful thing, right? For Divine Feminine, we have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Remember those crystalline gatekeepers, star keepers. Get grounded. Ground your energy. When things get rough, sometimes you have to take a time out. Listen, I got to go meditate real quick. I'll be back in a second. Okay? Beautiful energy. And then we have Weight of the World. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. If it is not aligned, I do not have time. Right? The next message for Divine Feminine is We the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So again, keyword portal. A lot of new gifts are being downloaded to you, right? And the same thing when, you know, you guys start to order your light sigil candles, right? So on the website, on my Etsy shop, it's called Sign, Sigil, Delivered. It's like off the Stevie Wonder song, you know, when you're like, sign, seal, delivered, I'm yours. So it's called Sign, Sigil, Delivered, and they're light codes embedded into the candles, also with herbs to help you manifest and bring into fruition what it is that you need to. But with these light sigils, when you look at them, you get an activation. So these sigils, these codes, that's specifically for your spiritual journey and what you're going through. They're specifically for you, right? You can have it specially made where you can have something embedded on there for your divine counterpart. But you're going to see when you start staring at these light codes, how you start to awaken to other things, right? Not other things, but more gifts and what you're called to do on your journey, because they help with your ascension, right? Activation, that's what I'm trying to say, okay? And so the overall energy is earth pulsing. And so it says, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So we keep getting reminded to ground ourselves and walk in nature, go to the park, do things, right? So beautiful energy, all right? Now, I'm going to use the Orb cards by Diana Cooper and Kathy Croswell. And so if you've been seeing orbs lately, these are the orbs that have been around you and helping you, guiding you, supporting you. So the orbs that are around you right now, and you can comment below if this resonates with you. The first one out is Archangel Michael. And I smiled when I saw it because that was one of the cards that wanted to show itself. So this is what Archangel Michael's orb looks like, okay? And they caught it on photo. And so it says, Archangel Michael, when you look at this orb, you will receive a great boost of courage, strength, and protection. Your guidance is to place Archangel Michael's deep blue cloak of protection around you. This will enable you to step firmly forward and grasp the opportunities that are being offered to you. As you walk your spiritual path, remember that with Archangel Michael, you can protect others too. Okay? And we have the next orb. Oh, that one's beautiful. Here we are. Look at this one. Just stare at it for a second. Let me try to bring it closer. And it says, Archangel Uriel, Michael, Metatron, Gabriel, and Raphael with Serapis Bay, Paul the Phoenician, Lord Maitreya, Mother Mary, and spirits. This orb gives you a boost on your ascension pathway. Ask these archangels to enfold you and the masters to support you so that you receive their light and protection. Your guidance is to accept their energy and live at a 5th dimensional level. Okay? You guys let me know how you got activated while viewing the card. And then we have, this is nice. I said I wasn't going to buy no more decks, and then I saw this and was like, okay, I need it. So we have 42. Let me bring that right there for you. We have 42. Okay, there we go. And it's Archangel Gabriel and Uriel with the power of Visual and Master Vuslu. So this orb gives you a sense of the vastness of the universe. Visual is one of the lords of karma. Wow. Who also gives ascension teachings in the inner planes. Master Vuslu, the greatest high priest incarnated in golden Atlantis helps you assimilate the knowledge which is being downloaded to you. Your guidance is to open yourself up to receive this, right? And so I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it is a gift to be a karma lord, right? And so with that gift, that means if things are done out of integrity and um someone thinks they're going to get away with something, you have that essence in you as a karma lord, as one of your gifts, that they automatically reap what they sow, right? And you don't have to move a finger, right? And so you'll notice somebody try to do something to you, get you fired, or however it resonates, and automatically you may not know what they're doing if you're not paying attention, but your essence of a karma lord, they come in and handle your lightweight for you. So I've witnessed that several times before I even knew what the title was. I just thought it was like a guardian angel, right? So that's beautiful. The overall energy is the seraphim, Seraphina, and this is the highest level of the angelic frequency, right? And that's one of my gifts. I come from the angelic realm of the seraphims. So when I do healings and you guys feel that, that's that energy you feel. And so this is number 12, right? You break that down, that's a 3. And you know how I love my ascended masters, right? And so with the seraphim, Seraphisa, it says, opens you to higher compassion and love. Seraphisa is opening you to transcendent, love. Picking this card suggests that you surrender to the angelic forces of love. When you receive this card, you are reminded that your entire life is now dedicated to living at a higher level. Your guidance is to practice compassion and the higher qualities of love and be a beacon of light to others. Wow. So guys, this reading was definitely beautiful, definitely something we needed. And you guys comment below how it resonated for you. If you guys again would like a mediumship based reading, that will be up on the website, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com. If you want to, communicate with passed on loved ones, or you can email me for that information. But again, Reiki, energy healing, check the Etsy shop out, check out the crystals, check out everything there. I'm telling you, everything that I've been called to put on the Etsy shop is going to aid and support you on your spiritual journey, okay? And so I'm sending you guys so much love and light. I will talk to you soon. Take care.